So I'll be give you 3 things I missed out that turned very big in life before I got married. So I'm headed out the house. So we into the Lecoqs, the Gator. Everything is Gator. And my man Tyshawn, shout out, he had a polo shirt. This was like 84. I had never seen, and I said, well, what the fuck is that? He was like, polo. I said, that's a dude on a horse? I said, that bullshit, man. We not wearing that here. We all in the hood. Who the fuck care about? I said, look at this dude. He had like academy or some shit. Polo. Polo blew up, right? So I was wrong on that one. Later on that day, we get the block. There's a little dude, Phil, Money Phil. Now looking back in hindsight, it's disturbing because he's like 14. But he's got a handful of capsules. And I'm saying people coming up on him. At that time, everybody was selling halftime powder, $50 packs. And he had capsules and everybody's running. I said, yo, what is that shit? He didn't call it crack. He said it's cook up. It's cooked up, coke. I said, how much does that cost? He said, $10 a cap. I said, man, ain't nobody buying that bullshit. They gonna stay with the $50. I said, you crazy. That shit won't sell. Wrong. Again, now that night we go to the club and, you know, some go-go bands now has started bringing rappers there. So the first, I think it's Heavy D, and I think he only had 2 songs. But he dancing, and I was like, who is this fat motherfucker dancing? And they was like, oh, that's Heavy D. I said, that shit ain't gonna catch on. A fat motherfucker dancing, it'll never work. Wrong. So that day,
you got a new job then, I guess, right?
That one day, I hadn't started working yet, but that one day I said I've never been wrong about a pattern of things. I remember that day so specifically and how that changed, because again, go-go was the music, but like the Fresh Prince, he was one of the first to come down. Dougie Fresh, they start coming down and mixing with the go-go act, so we got to hear a little more. But some of the music has started reaching out. Like, you know, I'm a fan of rap, man. I think rap is amazing. I think that's an amazing vehicle when it's done good, right? And I think sometime, and that's why I love your station and I love listening to you, but now it seems like we're unappreciative of what's good. I tell cats all the time, because like a couple years ago, the kid who was on America's Got Talent, Astro, like he had a project and he had a song with Sky Zoo called Stranger. And that shit was, I mean, the EP was nice, but I'm like, you know, if I ask somebody, they're like, well, who's that? Who's that? Well, we can't, you know, you open the door for Lil Pump, Dump It, Fump It, all the motherfuckers, because it's like you didn't appreciate, like, good. Like, Shorty was good, even though, you know, I'm older. I couldn't relate to a lot of what he was, but I could tell he was a lyricist. Right. And it seemed like cats just was like, nah, we're going to pass that over. And now it's gotten to a stage where, honestly, outside of my iPod or listening to you, I don't really listen to hip hop. So I'll show